This is the IDM Thesis midterm presentation, and my topic is intuitive music expression. My main goal of my thesis is to find a way to express and make music in more intuitive and understandable, playful way. So in my research and insights, I found that there are a lot of companies doing audio branding, and they use different methods. And I dig into those methods, I found that there are a lot of ways to make their own melody and modify them into different scenes. Like you modify the timbre, modify the chord, modify the speed. But I also found that there are a lot of technical terms and tools you have to learn before you can actually modify a music or make a melody for your company. So I do some interviews with people. I found that people are used to are more people tend to use more shapes and visual language to describe about sound and how they thought about them. So you can see that like using curvy line in code and using blocks and using bubbles for like boiling water, and also like lightning for the sound. So I found out that it's very interesting because if we can modify the sound or describe the sound in more intuitive and visual way, maybe we can make a tool that is more intuitive to people to modify sound and make their own melody. So I look into current DAWs. So those software in the market are very complex and powerful, but their learning curve a little deep. So I've thought that I want to make a more simple tool than current DAW. So I start to reference into like Touch Designer. You have a lot of node-based editor, and you can see the real-time result in those small window. And also in Max and SP, we have a lot of modules, and we are able to send signals around and make our own like machine in the computer. And also in another version, the Pure Data. So Pure Data also is the node-based and signal processing software. So I kind of want to make a more abstract layer on this other than just like logic, if, else, or for or oscillator. So I want to make a web-based tool that allows people to work together, edit, and change melody in a more intuitive way. So what is the difference? So more abstract layers and concepts, like if we can make a melody sound sad, can make it sound happier using a module or node. Or maybe we can add some emotions and feeling adjectives, not just using technical terms, make it higher, but make it like chill. And maybe I want to make those notes more easy to assemble. So in my first idea sketch, it's imagine like this, like I have a melody here, and I pass through a happy filter and a sad filter, and I combine them together and make it sound bouncy. And also we send it to a large space filter to make it suitable for a large space, and also like make it slow and then output. So you can imagine that it's another abstract layer on those Max NSP or Pure Data processing software. So in my idea, I started to modify and make my own elements using p5.js. In Metro, I make a Metro, and that can like shift around and send signal just like band. And also I make some scalar. Scalar is like switching a melody from a sad tone to a happy tone. And currently I'm like modifying the chord from major to minor. And also I have synth, and also have randomizer. It's like visually moving around, so I can feel that how randomizes it. And also like modular, and it is like sending signals, like if you send 3 signals, and it will send out 1 per 3 signals. And also have penner to pen the melody a little bit, and also have melody. So if you output band into melody, the melody will send out the signals note by note. So this is the current prototype, and I will going to demo it a little bit. So let's enable the sketch, and also, so this is the current prototype, and there are metro and scalar, so let's delete those elements to do a demo here. So it's based in p5.js, and then if you enable a metro, it will start sending signals. We connect the signal to the synth. You can hear that the signal is triggering the synth. And then if you connect it to a melody here, you can start to output the note, note in the melody one by one, so you can hear that. And you can scroll out the metro a little bit, and you can alt scroll to modify the swing on the metro. Yeah, so this is the first one, and then if you connect those, here we make it a little slower, and we make a scalar S here, and like connect to the scale, and currently it's happy, and we modify it to a sad version, so you get a sad twinkle twinkle little star. And then sometimes you want to make a bass, so you can output the signal to a panner and make it lower and send it to a synth. Yeah, and it's still a little high, so we can output another panner and connect it to the synth. And also, if you don't want the bass to output one by one, just like every 2 notes, you can make a modular and you can by divide. So you can send it to a modular and scroll to control how many you want it to be, and send it to a synth. And also, like there's different synth to connect to, like connect to a synth. And also, if you want to change the melody, just directly remove it and make the melody here and connect to the new one. And also, so if we reset the whole thing and enable metro, this is another demo. Make it sad. And make it add a little swing. And also we add a randomizer before the synth. You can start to hear that there's a little distortion for the main melody, and we can screw up the randomize a lot, or make it small, make it happy again, and remove the main randomizer and put the randomizer for the bass before the modular, and scroll the modular to make it like output 2. And also output the second metro here. So in the next steps, I'm going to try more shapes, geometries, and motions, like make more into like turtles and rabbits on the modifier, and you can like fill it more by daily terms, not just like technical terms or those Max and MSP objects. And then I will think about the physical interface for people to play around and explore what else adjectives to describe about music, and maybe involve children into this process to make the tool more easy to learn. And I'll think over the way to assemble those blocks, like into towers using physical engine from bottom to top, and it is sending signal from bottom to top, because currently the link is a little not so intuitive and a little Max and SP feeling still. But I want to transform it into a new tool and make it more like Scratch or that kind of easy tools to assemble the nodes and modules. So that's my midterm presentation for thesis, and I'm looking forward to like modifying in different prototypes and push it forward more. Thank you.